this is my dad. And, well, we're going to build something today.
Welcome back to JP Squared Outdoors. We are going to put together a Harbor Freight bench grinder. I bought this over a year ago, and
It's kind of old.
it's not that old. I bought it over a year ago, still have not put it together, and we need to sharpen some stuff. So we are going to unbox this thing
Today's
and
the day that we're going to build it.
put it together and see what we have going on. I will put a picture of it up on the screen. This is the smallest one that they have. This is the 6-inch Bear bench grinder. It does have LED lights and 2.1 amp. So it's the smallest one that they have. But for me, biggest thing that I bought it for was to eventually be able to sharpen knives. That's what I want to do, and learn how to sharpen knives on a bench grinder. But we need to sharpen lawnmower blades. So it cost about 50 bucks, a little over 50 bucks. When I bought it, it's still around like $54. Just leave it in the styrofoam. So if you need a bench grinder just for kind of some at-home stuff, Harbor Freight's probably the place to get one. There's videos all over YouTube about Harbor Freight bench grinders. But one of the things, we're also going to mount it right here to this little desk that I have. This was part of a bigger desk that we no longer use, and I actually have my chop saw mounted on the bigger part. This is the filing cabinet part, and so I actually have the my chop saw mounted to the bigger desk, and so it's kind of a workbench. So we're going to see what this does. There are several different attachments and other different wheels that you can get specifically for this one. I only have the two wheels. They're two different grits, I believe, and I'll tell you that in a minute. I threw the box away already, so that's why it's not in the box. Had to use it for something else. Again, it's been sitting in my garage for a while, waiting for me to put it together. And so we're gonna set this thing up and then see how well it does, and in sharpening starting off with some lawnmower blades, and then hopefully one day I'll get to use it for to sharpen some knives on this channel as I kind of figure out. But as you can see, it's fairly small. Kind of comparison to Jude. There's Jude and a hat. So it's about the same
Size of my hat.
as a hat. So it's one of the smaller ones. But we're going to mount it right here in the middle of this table, and I hope that I bought the correct size bolts for it. So I'm going to find out if they fit in, and of course I didn't. So we will not be able to mount it today, but that's okay. We will get the correct bolts, get it set up so we can mount it to this thing. The mounting holes are a little bit smaller than I anticipated, so I'll have to get some different bolts. But what do you think? Do you think this is going to be pretty cool? You don't know? Okay, so let's see what the instructions say. Let me get to setup. Hold on. Alright. Read important safety information. Now don't be just drawing on it.
It's right there.
I understand, but we don't have it centered yet. We're going to get it together first. Let's get all the parts out here. You want to get this guard and these pins out of here. So it has a deflection guard over the top of each one. So I'll show you how they go on in a minute. We got to put some other stuff together first. So each side also has a
What's this?
base mounting thing. We're losing plastic.
I'll go get it. Want me to go get it?
Whatever. Okay, so start off with, we need these two pieces right here. So let's pull these locks out. We're going to turn the grinder around so you can see what we're doing here. First, I'm going to pull this out, push this pin out. So the first thing that looks like is, well, we may not have to do that, Jude. I pulled the wrong piece out, I think. That sounds about right. Let's put this back in here. This episode's already going wrong. And I'm even trying to follow directions.
Funny, my dad's being funny right now.
I'm glad you think so.
Are you hot?
It is very hot out here.
That's why we have this umbrella.
Alright, let's see. Here's the brackets we need.
Drop one.
Where'd it go?
Under your chair.
Alright, got a bolt. Okay, so we need these two pieces. Got some more screws. They go. Let's get this cord back out of the way as I knock the bolts off again. So these two brackets will mount in on these. So we'll have to figure out where the adjustment is for that, and we'll be able to mount those on those in a moment. I don't put a lot of stuff together, so I'm not as familiar with some of this. So, and you're wondering, why are you drinking hot coffee when it's 90 degrees outside? I drink coffee every day, all day, year round. My cup is awesome. Good. My mom and dad got this for me. It says, stress therapy, hunting followed by many hours of fishing. That is what this channel is all about. Fishing, hunting.
Which his parents live in Alabama, way far away from us, Tennessee, middle.
Alright, let's see here.
And he hit me with the paper instructions.
So these are both different. Okay, so slides in to this groove, I think.
8 minutes, Daddy.
It's fun. I had to really figure this out. Okay, I figured it out now. So these, I've already got this one completed here. This one sits on here like this. This is your resting platform for when you're sharpening. So the bolt goes through underneath here, and then a wing nut will go on out here. Then we take these other guards and they will mount up here, and will be like so. I've got to put this one kind of back together, but these are for the lights, the little lights. Got some batteries. There they are.
Did the thing come with it?
It came with batteries. We'll see how they work. Probably throw some regular Harbor Freight batteries in it, the yellows. They seem to last pretty good. Well, here's our sharpener.
Guess how old I am?
How old will you be in less than a month?
Guess.
Well, you got to tell them.
Guess up to 10.
Alright, you got to guess up to 10 in the
7.
comments.
7.
He's going to be 7.
Well, right now I'm 6.
This
but
big boy,
I'm about
he's
to be
getting so
7.
big. Alright. So we're going to keep working on this. Do you think I'm going to get it fixed today?
No.
I think I'm onto something here, so I'm still learning how to use these cameras and stuff and my phone to record, so as I learn, this will get better. This is just a typical day in the life of trying to start a YouTube channel.
You stop it, Daddy.
I'm still going, Alright, secured a screwdriver, and now we can get this thing finished putting together.
That's
So,
our dogs back in the back.
goes like this, put the bolt through, actually, bolt goes this way, and it's adjustable because of the wing nut. You can slide it as close to the stone as you want, or as far away from the stone as you want. So I got that one slid out just a little bit, so let's slide this one out just a fuzz bit. There we go. Okay, this is the harder grit. Again, I apologize for not knowing their grits right now on these two, but a little bit rougher, a little bit smoother, and like I said, there's a couple other attachments things that you can get for this particular model, and then they have, I think, like 3 other models varying in size that you can get. Alright, so you got to take these screws right here completely out. Dude, you want to help me take these screws out?
No.
Why not?
Because how do you do it?
Well, come up here, stand behind it, and I'll show you. You gotta take these, stand right here, stand right here, so they can see you. Lean over and just unscrew. You gotta take it all the way out. Be careful that we don't lose the little nuts on them. All right. Okay, so we got that one out.
Daddy, how do you get them to change?
You have to turn this. This was my uncle's screwdriver. After he passed away, I acquired it in his shop. Dude, you're knocking pieces off. Hey, let's pick up these pieces. You're knocking off, okay?
Yeah, I knocked it off, right?
I don't know what piece you knocked off, but knocked off some piece.
Yeah, I knocked off this.
Don't stand in front of the camera. Stand behind the. All right, there's that one. Okay, so
Hold the screwdriver.
hold the screwdriver. Now, this folds down, and I believe this mounts just like this. It's awful close to that stone. I don't know if I particularly like that, but we'll see about adjusting it all the way up. Dude, I'm ready for the screwdriver. I need that bit that you had in there. Please leave that bit in there and come and help me screw these back in, okay? Alright, come on, Jude.
That's what I
See, now we're... This doesn't have the batteries in it yet. We gotta put the batteries in it.
I bet each of them takes 2 batteries.
Yep, I bet so. Alright.
That's probably why there's 4. I'll hold this again.
Okay, so it also, on that, I put the one back in that I had taken apart. No, don't pull it. Just take these screws out, please. Alright, it also comes, well, that's where you get the batteries in. It also comes with a deflection shield.
I bet so when you're like weed eating and you're really close to this, it might hit it.
You're weed eating. We won't be weed eating close to this.
Why?
So, little deflection shield slides right up in here, like so. Bolt
Got
goes
one.
through. Okay, set it aside. Bolt goes through. Kind of stand in front of the camera, do you? Remember to come behind it
But then
so they can see you.
they
see what-
can't see me.
That's,
I didn't lose the thing.
did you lose the nuts off of it?
No.
Okay, the washers. All right.
Mm-mm.
So let's stick this one. All right, you ready?
Mhm.
All right. So I put them back through there.
It won't go.
Okay. Well, you gotta screw it in. Let me see it. I'll start them for you.
Do they both go in the same place?
Yep. It's because each
No.
stone could have the.
No, like, do they go every
Here,
time? Do they
let's do
go
that one.
every time? Do they go in the same spot?
What do you
Have
mean
to.
the same spot?
Same spot that they were in before.
The screws. They're just 2 screws that go. All right, no. Screw it in there.
I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, that's what. I
Okay.
can do it.
All right, you did it. I'll screw the other one in.
So you told you I can do it. Well, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
You're still standing in front of the camera. They can only see your back. You gotta line it up just right, buddy. So gotta keep it. There you go. Good job. All right, now
Hold the screwdriver.
let's put the batteries in.
Oh.
Let's see if the lights still work, or we need to find some other batteries. So there's 2 AAA batteries. Goes in the back. Yep, they do work. Cool. So
Oh, dude.
you shine down on your work. Get it under there, kind of your deflection shield, and you can kind of process this where you want it. So let's get the other deflection shield and the other batteries on here,
Do you need
and
this?
then we'll plug it up and see how it works. I do have some lawnmower blades. I would ideally like to get it mounted before I really go to sharpening, so have to see about that. But slide through.
Stella, hush.
Anytime we're outside and Stella,
Or one of the dogs.
our big dog,
bark.
can see us, she likes to bark.
And that's, well, why you heard that dog.
Maybe she'll be in some future episodes. Alright, so we gotta get the batteries in.
Woo-wee, it's hot out here.
I could probably drill out the holes a little bit bigger, and that would be nice. I went with 5/16 on the bolts, so I thought they would work because that's the same that I used on my. That's the same that I used on my chop saw. Where's the? There it is. Let's see. What size is it actually?
Are we gonna need this?
7/32s. I could go a little bit bigger. Have to get another drill bit out to drill it.
Oh, that will be fine.
But yeah, we'll get it on there. You go get let's see the end of that extension cord right there, and just let's see if it runs, and then we will figure out about getting it bolted down. Okay guys, in true redneck fashion, I got the bolts squared away. I found some others in my toolbox. I needed 1/4 inch threads and drive. I finally found some that were 1/4 inch. I got it mounted properly now. Looks pretty cool on that little stand. I can just kind of sit down in front of it. Of course, I got the deflectors, and also I've already put a scratch on it. I got this bolt, I had to take it off that held this on, and I got it stuck down in there. Had to pull off this whole side just to fish the bolt out. Got it squared away. Putting the little boys to work. Jude clipped some bush the other day. He's gonna not be happy at me. There's Micah, he's along for the ride. Micah!
Ow! That hurt.
And there's Big Stella. Alright, it's the next day. Got the grinder set up. We are going to try and see if we can figure out how to sharpen real quick. These blades particularly have a curve in them. I'm not exactly sure why.